Yo, you listening to the Oprah Rose Show with TT and Gigi, and yeah, get it poppin'.
Thoughts. Everything begins with thoughts.
She's a slut, she's a hoe, she's this, she's that.
We say to girls, you can have ambition, but not too much.
It's about people being uncomfortable with women owning their sexuality.
What is the truest, highest vision that you hold for yourself?
I'm a real ass bitch, and I'm gonna get everything that I'm gonna get on my own.
I know for sure. You don't get what you wish for. You get what you believe.
Hi.
What's up, what's up?
I'm TT.
I'm Gigi.
And I'm Didi.
And this is the Oprah Rose Show.
Hey.
We're back. A little different
This
setup.
energy's so low.
And you would know if you were watching on YouTube. Oh, the energy is,
It's giving a flat line.
It's giving
Even
tide.
out, mind you, I look like I've been drinking, so I had some
You don't
glasses
look like
in my
you've been
pocket.
drinking.
You don't.
For real?
And
You
you don't
don't.
smell
Oh
like
my
it
God.
either.
Yeah.
Because you know how that next day,
I
even
was
if you
like, I had to
shower,
wear
sometimes it'll be coming through your pores.
Oh, that was like when I was like 21. Like you would go somewhere and you'd be like still
Yeah.
smelling like alcohol, and you'd be like,
That was
"Baby, you
me
gotta
last
go home.
week.
You gotta go home."
That was me. Like, seriously, I've been hungover for 2 weeks. Like, something has to give. Like,
When I heard you didn't go
literally.
out last night, I was proud of you.
I know, I was
I
proud
was
of you too.
disappointed because
I
I'm like,
was-
bitch, I ain't never here.
I know.
And bitch,
I
you
told
had
you.
all this energy last Saturday when y'all was up making fucking
Bitch, I'm
breakfast at
depressed.
5 a.m. Now you want to
Wow.
be depressed.
Tell them how you
You
feel.
see how bitches do?
These are facts.
I
though.
I felt so bad because you're never here, and it was giving
But I do
depression,
be here
and
like once a month though. So
Right.
me over here being,
I have to come, and I
dramatic.
have to come to LA soon, and then I was like, I'm gonna be Debbie Downer. Like
Right.
I went out for a second. It was Cinco de Mayo. I went out for a second, and I went out. I had just done a face mask, so I had like 25 serums on. Like I had dyed my hair black. It was wet. I was so
You
ugly.
had a lot going on.
Yeah, I did. That's what I said, and it's been a
Well, the
doozy
hair
of a
looked good.
time.
The
Thank
hair
you.
looked good.
It's bouncing and behaving.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank
I
you.
like
never
that.
heard that?
I haven't heard that one.
You have it?
Bouncing and
That was
behaving.
fire.
Yeah, I don't know what rock have you. You look so cute with these glasses on.
Thank
So
you.
cute.
You know, I told you I felt like I was looking a little hungover, so here we go.
You're fine. But make sure you'll like, subscribe, comment, tell a friend,
Oh yeah.
Please.
listener letters to the Oprah Rose Show at gmail.com.
We must be pussy because we don't get no letters no more.
Damn, but you gonna tell the people? Basically, send us some letters because y'all been sleeping.
I'm
Yeah.
dead.
I know
we
we
been
was gone
sleeping.
for a little while, but we back, so bring the letters back.
Yeah. Bring
I
them
need
back.
some entertainment. Like Drake
Definitely.
said.
Yeah.
Or even through
Literally,
DM.
she needs some entertainment so she can talk about that for the rest of her life.
Right.
She needs some entertainment.
That's wild. Let's introduce our guests. Actually, I want to know what our guests think about this.
Second timer. Friend,
Oh, yeah.
family
First time in
friend of
person.
the
Of the
show.
show.
Huh?
First time in person.
First time in
Oh,
person.
yes.
Yeah, but
That
second
was virtual.
time. Yeah, second time. Yeah, that was in the panorama.
Yeah, when you was
And
living in Mexico.
I was just about to say,
But
he
I was in
Mexico.
I was in LA when we did that.
But you
Yes,
had just got
but
back.
you had just gotten back
Yeah,
and
you
you was
had just got
tan and
back.
crispy.
You
and
live a
going
life,
back
right?
the next week and shit.
You're literally like, I feel like you're like an international playboy or something like
I think
that.
I
Don't
want
Like,
to
put
die
that.
and
But it's
come
like,
back as
but it's like
Ryan.
quietly though. Like
Well,
he
it's
just
not
casually
quietly.
was like, oh, I'm going to Miami
there's
for a
nothing
day.
It's
quiet.
quiet.
It's
It's
nothing quiet.
I think
about
it's
this
quiet.
life.
Don't put Playboy at the end of the day. You know? It
Well, wait,
doesn't-
what you Yo, you were all in the Bachelor book
What?
though,
Hold on,
too.
wait. I thought you were talking about the show. I'm like, no. I was like, what are you talking about? All right, see, that's a whole nother. I was just asked to be on the cover of a book. I didn't read the book.
But you didn't know the title of the book?
No.
Wait, what?
No.
So you just decided, hold on.
Yo,
book
boy.
is-
Introducing FlyRy
I was
from
gonna
Guys
say,
Next
did he say
Door.
his
Yeah.
name?
FlyRy, look, if y'all don't know the voice, FlyRy from Guys Next Door.
Hello.
He's on the cover of books and he doesn't even know why.
Because he's an international.
No, I'm
Playboy.
no. We talked about this before.
Stop.
I do. When people ask me to help them,
This is true.
I
Okay.
don't.
Okay.
I'm not gonna ask you. I didn't think it was gonna be like something that I,
Well, do you know what it is now? Like,
It's about. It's called. I don't want to get this wrong,
that's all right.
but I don't. He never sent me
I'm
the
gonna
book.
ask you again later.
He never
I
sent me
can't
the book.
believe you.
He sent you the book.
See what
A
I'm
little
saying?
free copy.
I didn't get. I couldn't get a
wow.
copy. It's like it's crazy. So that's why it's
Damn.
like it doesn't
Okay.
hit my memory.
Got it.
But it's called Bachelors in New York.
Yeah.
That's what it's called.
Ah,
Oh.
hence why you said.
But
Playboy
people tell me,
Bachelor.
come to me, yo, you're on the cover. I'm like, yo, I know nothing about it. Don't think these words are about me. I don't know what it says.
But
I
Ryan,
don't
you
know.
really sat down for a cover of a book. It was just like, so we shooting this book.
Right.
You never once was like,
visibility.
you
He
just,
might
and I'm
have
moving.
told
like-
me once I was there, but at that point in time, it's like I got a suit on. What am I gonna be like? Nah, bro, I'm not gonna be a bachelor in New York. And that's cool.
Well, that's nice.
Just
You
don't
was a team
violate me.
player.
I just didn't want somebody coming to me and be like, "Yo, chapter 4, you was bugging." I'm like, "What?" Like,
Oh,
what?
but isn't it? It's fiction, though. I think the book. Yeah, the book. To my knowledge, the book is fiction.
I would
So
love to get a
I
book.
think it's just like
He's about to be
Y'all-
Tariq on Power.
right.
With his story being rolled.
I'm dead. I was like, who? Yeah, no, I think it's fiction about like one person, but I guess there's like 3 people.
You telling me something I
'Cause I
don't
think
know?
it's like Thomas too. Okay,
You read it?
I didn't, but I've seen it.
Okay. Well, yeah, books, books podcast. You know,
Yeah. No, I mean we need to talk more about books because we did have a book club at one point on the podcast.
I need to read more.
We had a book club named Hood Tanica Encyclopedia.
Yeah, we did.
The best name ever.
Was that like? Was you reading the Hood novels?
Yes.
Yeah, specifically.
But-
So let me tell you a small
Yes.
story. It's just tiny.
Ooh.
I don't want to go too far in detail because it's doesn't need to be known. But I was locked up at one point in my life.
Really?
And yeah. And
Oh yeah. Okay.
I didn't know that.
I was locked up and I was never like the biggest reader. I love to like list some audible, but I just wasn't like, I'm still not the biggest reader. I still read, and let me tell you, they had some novels up in there, some sex jones.
Some hood novels.
Was you reading Zane novels?
I was reading everything, but I was reading them like 4 a day. Like
Oh, yeah,
I
you
was
can't-
knocking
yeah.
books.
You was knocking it out,
I
right?
was getting tight. Lights out. No, like, no. I was
we just
not.
got to the good part. He
I'll
just
be
broke
real.
into her house.
That is the most I've ever read in my life.
How long were you locked up for?
Not even a long time. Couple weeks.
Dead.
This post-collegiate experience, huh? This is
Post.
so funny.
This is post. I did all like the good kid shit, and then ended up going down the bad lane after college.
After college.
But
like,
no, I'm just trying to figure out how you got through college. And you went to Purdue, so
Yeah.
it's not like that was like a dumb school. How you go to
What you mean, ew?
Purdue
Where you went?
and graduate? Oh,
Yeah, education.
Are you
Dirt.
or close? Oh, girl, from Indiana. Okay, look at me.
Look at that.
Yes. Okay, let's
Our
family.
engineers from
Come on,
Indiana.
Midwest.
Yes.
You're from Gary, and you just stood up like that. Okay. Oh, I mean it's similar.
Not you.
East
first
New
of
York
all,
and Gary is very.
And she should still.
It is
Everybody
very
needs to rep
similar.
their set. You said you stood up like that, be from Indiana.
No, but no.
Hater.
No, it wasn't the Indiana part. It was the IU part. That's our rival, but
Oh,
it's
okay.
really
Yeah.
sports.
They're
It's
deep
a rival.
rivals.
Education,
Right.
it ain't.
Yeah.
That's true.
You know that's a lie, but it's cool. So
Oh
that's all right,
my
that's all right.
God.
Anyway, so this was
You
after.
went to Purdue and didn't read a book. That's what I was like.
that's what you were getting to. He wasn't
how
reading
you
in
go to
school.
this prestigious
I
school and successfully
you played sport.
graduate without reading a book.
See, don't be the.
I know, but
You don't read books, so you had to
Like,
shoot a
I was trying to
basketball
like
there.
figure it out.
No,
I didn't know
went-
if you went there to play
I
basketball.
went to a program. It was hospitality. We were #1 in the nation at the time at my school. I got into the program, and I mean, there's a longer story to that. I didn't apply to go to college. I thought I was going to play basketball somewhere, and I had a couple offers, but I was just offered. I'm like, I'm not applying. I'm like, I don't have to apply. I know I'm going to play somewhere.
Right.
My mom went behind my back and applied to schools, which was a blessing. I got a letter in the mail one day,
You're
and
the
it was
most
like,
interesting person on earth.
I got a letter in the
seriously.
mail and was
Behind
like,
your
yo, you've been accepted to Purdue University. I'm like, what? Mind you, my stepmom went to Purdue, but I didn't tell her I was applying because I didn't know. So when I got it, she's like, why didn't you tell me we couldn't? And I was just like, I didn't know.
Right.
So that's how I ended up in Indiana.
Wait, so then she was writing your like
I don't-
essay and
I
everything
guess
like that?
so.
Look at the Lord.
That's
no.
a mother. Yeah.
That's a mother.
I would love
But
to
also,
do that
I didn't
for
live
my
with my.
kid.
I moved from New York because I went to prep school to play ball upstate in 9th and 10th grade. So I moved to California to live with my dad in 11th grade. So my mom was nowhere. Mind you, my mom raised me from nothing and put me through all schools. So she had nothing to do with my schools out there. So she didn't know. It was all type of
Yeah.
weird shit. My dad had me in a private school, which my mom was like, the only way you can go out there is if you're in a good school. Took me out of that. I was in a public school. She came up. Her name wasn't on the
sheet
emergency.
or
She
whatever.
came there to see
Oh,
me, and they were like, "Yo,
no.
your name's on." She went off. I just hear somebody knocking on my door. Mind you, she never comes to California. I just hear her knock on the door in my class. I'm like, whatever. I just see her head poking. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? So from that point on, like, that was my 12th grade. She went to like the college counselor and got cool with her. I didn't know this. And then it was like you're gonna go to the college.
This feels like Bel Air or something.
So it was
It
wild.
like an episode.
It was really wild.
Bel Air.
If I could do it over, I probably wouldn't go to. I probably wouldn't.
Really?
Nah, yeah, I wouldn't.
That school in particular?
I'd have probably went to an HBCU. I'll be real.
Oh,
I'll be, or I would have just chose to go somewhere with nicer weather.
Fair.
But I think me moving to California fucked shit up because I was used to sun now every day. So it wasn't even a thought like Indiana's cold as shit. It was like, oh no, you good.
Yeah, blizzards and
Then
shit.
it was like, oh no.
Yeah, I really don't know. I was just in Chicago, and I was like, I don't know how people can
different
live in
kinda
these
cold.
like
Yeah.
cold climates
sun
all
don't
the
come
time.
out.
I'm cold and
I was
racist
like,
as
this
a
is like,
And then
motherfucker.
Chicago
That
on the water.
yeah, it was
That
flirty.
part.
It was 60 degrees. And
You
it
ever been
was
called a
flirty.
nigga and just
Oh,
3 feet of
yeah.
snow? That's a different kind. That's a different kind of feeling.
Yeah.
And Indiana real cold, you know, I'm like, that's real cold.
Oh, hell yeah.
No, a little slow
I
when
didn't
it comes
realize
to
that.
Me either. You know,
Chicago
slow-
is an hour and 45 minutes
True.
away.
I never thought
Depending
about
on what
it.
part. If you in Gary, that shit's 15 minutes away.
Yeah.
Got it. I never thought about it like that.
It's brick
Okay.
Same.
ass.
All that lake effect snow and shit. Yeah.
Chicago's
And I was wearing
OD cold because of that
skirts.
lake.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
But Midwest in general is just cold.
Yeah.
Got it. Oh yeah, no. I'm all set. I'm good.
No.
Racist and cold. It's
Not
Racist.
racist and cold.
And
Yeah.
they don't be. I feel like a lot of people only assume that the South is super racist.
Yeah.
but the-
KKK was found in Indiana.
that part. It was still
Oh.
KKK rallies when I was growing up
Yeah.
in Elkhart,
No. Indiana.
Indiana.
Go Google.
Okay.
Go Google.
Well, we don't
They
like
shouldn't
it. I
even
know that
exist.
much.
Wherever they came, they was there too.
They
Yeah,
shouldn't
I'm
even
not
be
with
wherever
that
they
shit.
came from.
Wow.
But yeah, it's a different world. It's a different world out there. But that was.
Well, we went from books.
We went from books.
to-
We went from
right.
books.
It's funny,
Me reading
I've never
books.
been to the Midwest, like travel wise.
Never been to Chicago.
Not even Chicago.
Wow.
That's the only place
Nothing
I've been.
has allured me to go to the
But I
Midwest.
say that all the
Fair. Oh,
I,
I'm not offended.
I say that all the time. Like when it comes to touring and stuff with artists, and people be like banned, like, yo, no fly zone for you in Chicago. I'm like, yo, bro, you could really skip that on tour and be fine with tours. I could go all around. I can go to other states in the Midwest and be cool. We don't have to.
Yeah.
So that's why I was like, yo, even though I love Chicago for what it is, it's a very dangerous place.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I was
going
just
up.
telling G, it very much feels like that. Like no matter where you are, I was like,
I
let me
feel
keep
like the
my
West
head
Loop,
on a
you all
swivel.
right.
Like you said,
like
what?
the West Loop where
Like
Soho
downtown?
House is.
Yeah, like downtown.
Yeah,
like
I
built-
still did not
As
feel
long as you
safe
see
over
buildings
there.
taller than 10 floors, you all
Yeah,
right.
you
Once you start
straight.
seeing them blue lights on the corner,
I'm dead.
get out.
Yeah.
No, we were like driving through something to go to like the United Center, and my coworker's like, he's like, oh damn, it's the hood, and the Uber driver was like, no, it's not. This is the gentrified place, and I was like, it's very much given hood. It was a King Von billboard, yeah, and I was like, this is.
But their city is, Chicago's like a big place, but their city is really small.
Yeah.
Like there's only a couple blocks where there's buildings.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, I can see that. Okay,
So,
I can
but
totally
you
see
got to
that.
think about it. Even around those blocks is hood.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Like
Right,
Cabrini
right.
Green was downtown
Was-
Chicago,
yeah.
and that was one of the biggest hoods in Chicago. So to
Yeah.
have that right there, and then have Sears Tower right there is like it's crazy. But
Yeah. I mean, most of these like urban, metropolitan,
Yeah.
heavily black populated cities.
Because you can say that about Baltimore, too.
Right, exactly. That's what I was just saying.
Like that
Cleveland's
little
like that.
downtown area is very small.
It's
I'm good
it's
over there.
this big. Yeah.
What you mean?
I'm just.
I'm sorry. What'd you
Have
say?
you been?
I'm good. For,
Look,
yeah,
I
I've
was like,
been.
I'm sorry.
I've
What was
been.
that?
I'm not
like it was like
I'll
an
tell you this.
attack, like-
I'm not
Baltimore
big on,
girls.
and it's not even a Baltimore thing because I've been a couple times. Not enough to be like, but like Philly, I've been there enough. I'm not the biggest Philly fan. I wish Philly and DC could switch places
and be closer.
closer.
I
You
can
said
see
you're
that.
not the biggest Philly fan?
Uh,
Oh, I fuck with Philly.
I do too.
Philly's
I like.
cool.
And I love DC. Like,
it's just like a black ass city.
yeah, I like them both. I'm
Yeah.
an East Coast person, so anything like once you get to Virginia, I don't know about all that. But anything from New York to Virginia, I'm good with. I mean, let's skip Delaware, but yeah, I like it. But shout out to people in Delaware. No shade.
Oh, yeah.
you got good
They're like Philly.
you got to get your
Philly. It's close by.
LLC through Delaware. You know, you get,
Right? No
Word,
state
the
tax. No,
lowest-
hello.
the
what I'm
lowest
saying?
tax. Yeah.
Right, exactly. Buy a house.
good
out
for
there.
something.
Right.
Right.
bless their hearts.
Hello. So, our favorite, I feel like we have talked about him quite some time.
I know I'm here. I'm here though. I'm here. I thought she was talking about me.
Our favorite guest. Yes, no, but outside because we don't want to wish this on you, John. Obviously,
Yeah.
yeah, there's the news that has happened that Kevin Samuels, who has been, whether you like him or hate him,
Very polarizing.
very, very polarizing.
But more to the Okay, other extreme, but yes.
What
When
to?
people disliked him.
I think it's kind of both. You know, he passed. Was it from cardiac arrest at 56? So there's been a lot of chatter about how do you basically like processing death and how do you talk about someone post them dying. And first of all, no shit. And I mean this with I don't care. Like either way.
Hold on, you don't care about what? I'm trying to. She like either way, like
But
dead
any
or
of
alive.
it.
Like,
No shade.
How do you introduce it and be like, I just don't care, actually?
Yeah, honestly.
It's a hot topic, you know.
Alive, dead. I mean,
It was just
Yeah.
like, all right, y'all like that Kalani album?
God. Okay, wait.
That was my.
You're driving off the road. What's going on?
You like that meme when they chase you like.
It's like,
Sorry, that was my
Not
move.
Kehlani
But we're
album,
gonna talk
but-
about it.
Yeah. So have y'all heard everything to me?
baby,
Like, oh my
it's the
God.
everything for me.
It's the everything.
But, talking about Kevin, and I think a big part of that is how do you mourn? How do you mourn people, especially when they're so polarizing too?
Mm-hmm.
Whereas like with him, it's like I even started just now by saying more people like hated him.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like when people are like that controversial, it's like what's the best thing to say? Like, oh, he was nice, he was a good person, I'm like,
I think you can.
I
be
think
honest,
you just be honest and like live in the truth of what you really felt about that person.
Yeah, I saw something on Twitter with somebody saying like, and they were a person who obviously was upset or not upset, but didn't care about him dying and actually looked like they were celebrating it. But
Oh, not celebrating.
yeah, it was a lot of
Now,
celebratory.
like, should you
toasts.
celebrate somebody dying?
That I don't agree with. I think
Yeah.
that's very dark.
Yeah, that does.
And just you lack empathy. But
For
this
anybody.
individual said, I don't understand why I have to speak good of somebody who didn't respect me in life. Speak good of someone in death who did not respect me in life. And I agree with that, but I just think you don't necessarily have to say anything about it. You can
That's
just,
my point. Yeah.
It's already,
how was
they're
that
dead.
Kalani album?
Yeah.
Right.
Like how
They're
much?
dead.
How deep do you? It's not they gonna wake up and argue with you. Like
Right.
Right.
you're talking to yourself. You really
Right.
look crazy.
Yeah.
I think it's
agree.
that. I was like, all of the energy and the effort towards it, you literally don't have to say anything. So when I say I don't care, I it's not even like, well, it probably is a little dismissive, but it's literally like there's nothing for me to say. Like he
Yeah.
had his views, he had his opinions, you agreed with them or you did not. Like
Right.
I actually just said the episode before this, we were actually talking about him. And there was,
Yeah.
something that he said that it's very polarizing, but unfortunately, I agree with it.
Right.
Like, do I agree with his method and how he did
Oh
stuff?
yeah, and
No.
what you said was
Like,
that if you are
35.
over
If
35,
you're over 35 and
you
you-
want a specific man with a specific lifestyle, you're
you
going to have
probably
to share
gonna
him.
have to share him.
Right.
Yeah, I actually agree with that.
Damn, that was.
I mean, it's not a
It was.
lie. I don't think. You know what I mean?
Right. There
you
was- I
want
mean-
you want a
Yeah.
hot boy ass nigga. It's gonna come with that. You
Like
know?
there's
Do you
some
agree
truth
with that,
to.
Ryan?
Well, I'm not 35 yet, so I
Okay.
can't really. In a way, but I feel like it's on both sides. Man, like old niggas. I had this conversation yesterday. Old niggas be wanting young girls all the time, and then when they go cheat left, right, under the sun, you can't expect that 28, 26-year-old, whatever, and you're 50, 60 years old to just be
Where
yo,
you
your
at?
old ass. Like what?
Yeah.
You couldn't get it when you was younger. Now you can get it when you older because you got some money.
Because you got it.
Oh dang!
Why? How do you expect
I'm
it?
not gonna lie. I never thought about that dynamic of like a younger,
neither.
like
When
a
I was
little
in
hot
school,
girl.
when I was
or
in
like-
school, like talking about kindergarten, first grade, I had kids and their dad was like 70. Feel me? Like, what do you think
Wow.
Still getting
this
it in.
28-year-old girl is doing when your old ass is passed out? You can't stay up. Like, you can't do the things you was doing.
Right.
But you got the maid, whatever happened in your old marriage. You on your third marriage, you got a kid who's in kindergarten, and you think you're a little young. You
Yeah.
think you're
He's
really
giving out-
You're
Yeah.
satisfying this 25-year-old woman. Like, no.
Who's just entering in her sexual
Just
peak,
figuring it
her
out.
prime.
And she had a baby because, you know,
Yeah.
it's financial stability, whatever happened. She might have loved you, but now it's you 80 and she
Not
30.
80 going to.
She 35, you 80.
Yeah, not 80, but picking up. You going to the.
You going to
Now
pick
it's-
up, you going to pick
right.
up your,
Now
you
you're
gonna pick up your
10-year-old.
10-year-old.
Right. Yeah. Damn.
Then you 90 and she's 45.
Ooh.
She fucking the pool, man. I
You
hope
might, and
shit.
then you're
At that
not there
point.
no more. What you think she's doing? What she's been doing? You know what I'm saying? So
At that point, just let her have a little
That's a good
boyfriend or
point.
something.
Not
but,
let
but
her
that
have a
goes,
little
but that goes
boyfriend.
to what you're saying. Like, yo, when you at that
Share.
age, you gonna have to share.
Yeah.
I also want to point out that Kevin Samuels would read the niggas too, but they wasn't calling in as much
Yeah.
because they were smarter than
Because they was
these
like,
bitches.
no, we're not doing that.
Yeah.
Bitches
he
need
was.
to stop seeking advice.
Right.
Why I'm gonna call you up
You know,
so you can
so you
tell
can
me
roast
about
me.
myself.
Yeah.
You're not gonna say
You
nothing
know me.
positive.
And then
Anything I
record
say,
it.
you're gonna have a rebuttal for.
Right.
So how old are you? 35. Well, what's your job? How much you make? Well, I make a little. Okay, so you make under 100,000.
Right.
Like, damn, nigga, I know. Nigga,
Right.
like, shit.
But that's what was so odd to me is the people that would call in. It's almost like one, you knew what he was going to give you.
Right.
So it's this weird sense of like you want to be berated, like and it probably it was like, and them girls would just be sitting there because I remember the one, and this is horrible, but I was like, he right, she don't look bad enough to get the type of nigga she wants. Like these are facts.
He's kept it.
Yeah.
He really kept
sorry.
it.
So
he kept it
mean.
but he kept it so much a buck. That's why I
Yeah.
appreciate it. As an Aries, I don't know if y'all big on signs, but I'm very.
Child.
Yeah, we are.
I am-
Y'all motherfuckers.
I am very like
So
pinpoint
many
on
of
what the
y'all.
fuck I mean.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you this. Don't do. I want my eggs over medium. Well, I gave him to. I didn't ask for that, man. Like this is what I asked. You know what I'm saying? So we're very like. So the fact that he's very honest, it's either you could take it or you can't. You can't hate me for being honest. You could
Right.
dislike me for my thoughts and but you can't be like I hate you
Especially
for.
you asking.
You
give
asking.
your
And you're
opinion.
asking.
You're calling me for my
Right.
opinion
Yeah.
on
You're
my
literally
It's not like I'm
asking.
giving it without you asking.
I didn't
Right.
call you up and say, yo,
Yeah.
you bugging. You old, you ain't got no kids.
Right.
No, you called me asking
was-
for and the
So-
questions
so
they
what
would
about
ask this nigga is crazy.
I'm that
Yeah.
one lady. Yeah, she's like, yeah.
How would you rate me?
I got 3 kids and I want a nigga that makes $500,000. And he was like, no, like, it's like, the fuck? Like, and I remember I was
We
like, the
all
first
think
thing I
that
saw,
same shit. It's like-
I remember the first video I ever saw. And I was like, I was just like, what is this? And I was like driving, watching it. I could not put it down. And I was like, but
He's right. But that's the thing.
But
Like
you
you
don't
said,
wanna
there's
hear
so many
that.
people that hate him.
Yeah.
That you
Yeah.
think there's more people that hate him. There's a lot of people that loved him, but they were just ashamed to pop out and be like, yo, I agree.
I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because we're agreeing on certain parts of what he's saying, but it's
Right.
like we would never want to say it.
It's
in
the
an
right message,
outwardly
wrong messenger.
facing
that's what I said. I was like, and it was
arena
his
to be
delivery.
like, hey,
Yeah, it's, just,
Yeah.
it's he's saying the right shit. It's just coming from the wrong person with the wrong tone. Because he
Yeah.
was just like, yo, you don't get the fact that you have 4 kids, 4 baby daddies, and you want a nigga making, and
Yeah,
you don't
it was his, it
Yeah.
was, and then I think when he would have attractive women on there, it was completely different. Remember, like Nicki Minaj called in one time, and he
Yeah.
You
had,
gotta
like,
humble up.
Tommy
But
or whatever,
that's the
yeah,
way
and it was
the world
like,
works.
what?
Right.
I'm not even gonna tell y'all how I really thought he died, but you know,
That was coke.
no.
I read something was fentanyl. I read something.
What?
I definitely
really?
read something
I
today,
mean,
but I don't
I
think it's
mean,
true. I
it's
just think
taking
it's.
niggas out the
it
game one
is.
by one.
Damn.
I mean,
I
could
was
be a little-
like,
could be
he
a little-
had a fake perk, but he still ate it. Like what?
or he
a
just did
fake
some
perk.
coke and had some
Yeah, little cardiac arrest.
little. I mean,
Yikes.
who knows? At the end of the
Yeah,
day,
that fentanyl
Yeah.
shit is wild.
I don't
like,
wish it
Yeah,
on
you
nobody,
can't
but drugs these
experiment
days
no
is crazy.
more.
You can't be a kid.
I'm glad.
No.
That sounds
Glad I
crazy,
did
right?
my
Can't be a
time when I
kid.
did.
It's like
They
you got to
were,
look at
um,
everything like,
Yeah, they were like
Yeah.
passing out the shot to give somebody if they were to OD.
fact.
What is it called? Naprexin or something like that.
So we have
yeah.
it like in the building, like
That
on
is
the wall.
crazy.
Wait, where? At work?
Wait.
No, like at our house. Like somebody from like New York City Health came by and was like passing them out to houses
In your apartment.
in my
In
apartment
Harlem.
In Harlem.
I mean-
What?
So that must speak to the level of deaths.
Yeah.
That
Like,
because you
So
know
that
not
shot
everything
is
makes
in
the
like
news.
in the lobby, but I'm like, hopefully no.
Wait,
you never have to
I
use this
could
for
not
anything.
imagine
Yeah.
going to work. I'm walking down my building and somebody is having a whole situation in front of me.
Right.
but I'd rather that than I come home and there's somebody dead in my crib for having some late shit, and I could have
Yeah.
saved the day by running downstairs getting that needle.
Right.
What? That is crazy. I've never heard of that.
I
did
didn't
not know.
even I didn't know
Wow.
what was happening, and I was like, "Oh, this is for like an overdose, like to give them really quick." And it's like in a
Damn.
blue little pouch.
Can't even have
And
fun
they
no
just
more,
was like,
man.
hang it
you
up.
live in
Now you can't have
Harlem.
fun.
Yeah.
though. I
Right.
mean,
They were like,
clean
hang it
fun.
up.
I don't want that type of fun.
Yeah, man, a little, little.
Are they putting
That's not me.
fentanyl in the weed?
They put it everywhere now.
Everywhere.
Well, remember, I had you, and I was like, why? I was like, Future is such an addict. All he does is talk about how much drugs he does, and I was like, why is he smoking weed laced with crack? Or what is he smoking on smoking on Zuzis or whatever?
But he said, I
Laced
think he
with
told
crack?
somebody that he's a lightweight.
or okay, angel dust or something like that.
It's
PCP.
all white. I'm good.
Yeah, it's like it's all
White,
shit I
whatever
don't
it
do.
is.
I'm good. They said they are putting it in weed. They said when you get your weed, if you test it on a glass, if your weed can scrape glass, it has fentanyl in it.
But they always remember what were they
I mean, I only
when they
buy
would
from
dip it? You know, when they would dip it in like
Same.
embalming fluid
I
before.
don't
Like
need
none
look,
of this shit is
these
new.
drugs is going way above my pay grade.
Way these
I
designer
don't-
drugs.
I'm good,
Yeah.
I'm good.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, it's
Little
too
weed.
expensive. Right.
Yeah.
Speaking of, we really just need to stick to weed because backwoods. We're back again.
Yeah.
The last
You
time we
need to
were
do
rolling
nothing.
up.
They,
Yeah.
sponsor, they sponsor y'all?
Yes.
We doing our thing.
No, I was really asking. That's fine, because in a way, I was going
But
to be
I
like,
set up a whole
Yo.
visual merchandising
Yo, I see-
display
Yo.
prior to.
I thought she was about to roll up. I really thought.
Yes, we're gonna
I
roll
mean,
up
yeah,
later.
the
We're gonna
weed is
roll up
present.
with our
later.
sweet
Yes.
backwoods.
Sweet.
Backwoods. Hello. Sweet.
They didn't have the
Savory.
grape at the store. I was
Safe.
mad about
Yeah.
that.
Yeah,
I know.
people are not dying from smoking a little
Backwoods.
weed.
A little
They
Not
not.
laced with nothing.
Listen,
Okay.
get your backwoods.
Shout out to backwoods.
Ooh, that's fire. That is fire. I won't lie. I really thought she was just getting high. I was like, why she have a box of backwoods and she's
The
getting on a
box,
plane?
too.
Like, what do you? What?
He feels like she's serious about smoking
I
her
thought
weed,
you was-
which I am.
I
I'm
thought
very
you was
serious
right.
about my weed.
thought you
Okay.
We get it from dispensaries.
And I'm very serious
Not
about my
on the
backwoods.
block.
But yes, I buy dispensary because I need to have a conversation with you.
I want to
you
know what strand.
Do y'all buy
I'm-
dispensaries out from here in New York?
Well, you
I'm
know I live
LA.
in LA.
Well, I'm,
But-
Whenever
yeah.
I'm there, I just rack up.
I'm saying here.
No, I haven't been to a dispensary here. Can
My
I get
mom,
in
my,
one?
my mom goes. My mom will outsmoke all of us.
Wait,
at this
there's a
point.
dispensary
Oh, that's
here.
my father.
Yeah, my mom
Yeah.
goes to a dispensary. She has a prescribed.
Oh,
all
she
that.
got a card.
I just
Okay.
didn't even know there was a dispensary
It's one
here.
of like
There's a- there's a bunch.
there's a few.
Oh,
I know
for
there's one on, like,
medicinal,
34th Street.
because New York's medicinal
Mhm.
now. Okay,
But you can still.
and it's not recreational yet.
It is. She know everything.
I literally
It
was
is
like, she need to be on the show,
She
right? Because she
Googled-
know
she
everything.
Googled.
Yeah.
I can go to the dispensary right now and go cop something. Okay.
Oh
I never
shit!
knew that.
Because it's tax.
Oh, okay.
That's why I've been
Right,
telling people this.
yeah.
I was like, yo, I can't wait for it's legal. I said, why do you want
Okay.
weed to be legal? And they were like, because then
Yeah.
I could just go to a store. I said, yeah, and then they're going to package it up like cigarettes and they're going to charge you an arm and a leg for some whack ass weed you don't want.
Yeah. Well, what I will say, the good thing about dispensaries is the conversation that you can have with your bud tender. You know, like
Knowing
you
what
can
it
look
is.
at
Bud
THC.
tender.
I literally, it was like, come on, bud tender.
Yes,
Bud tender.
bud tender. You can look
That's
at your
such a cute
THC.
name.
You can, you know, if you have a preference, sativa, indica, whatever,
hybrid,
like
you get in there.
you can have like a real conversation
Facts.
with somebody
Rather
as
than your
opposed
drug dealer.
to you know,
Yeah, nah, this shit, knock you out. You want to focus?
right?
I got this one.
Which I appreciate
And it's
that.
just
It held
those
me
two.
down
Just
for
those two.
years.
And I'm
But
like, I want to
that's
be
it.
creative.
Oh,
Okay, we'll get the focus one.
Get the focus one. Focus one. But it's still going, all right, yeah. Like, nah. But I
Literally.
get what you're saying, because if you go to like MedMen, that was
Yeah.
like one of the first.
Yeah.
That's
I
the
went to a
only
lot of
one I
dispensaries
know.
before that, but that
Yeah.
was the
Yeah.
one that when I walked in, it was like the Apple store. And I was
Yeah.
like, yo,
Yeah.
what the? Everything is on a iPad on display. Then
Yeah.
you can click it and then you can open the thing and smell it. It was just so
Right.
much going on. I was like,
Yeah.
And the product
I-
isn't out. They have to like order it
Literally
on the
an Apple
iPad
store.
and somebody
Yeah.
brings it
Fire.
out.
Yeah,
And
it
then
was
you
just
get your
like
little,
that.
your little discounts and all that, but it's still expensive because they got
It
this
is.
tax and then that tax, and it's like
Mhm.
that's why black market weed will never go out.
Yeah.
It just
Yeah,
won't.
that's
It
why
won't.
I watched a whole one of them little Vice specials on that.
Yeah.
They won't.
They
ever.
won't.
Mm.
For what? If I can get it for this price, and now it's even less illegal for me to have.
Right,
Whatever.
right.
I'm gonna get to the gusto.
Free all the mans that's been locked up though.
And the woman.
Yeah.
And the women's.
Yeah,
Right.
that's my
Right.
part.
Oh my
They in there
God.
too.
Yeah.
I am Kevin
Yeah.
Samuels Jr.
You think
over
it's just
here.
us?
Like
She's
Yeah.
just, shout out to my niggas in jail.
Right,
Like,
no.
Shorty's like, what about me? Listen, yeah,
Right.
every week.
Right.
The
It's
Oh
just-
shorties
my
that was down
God.
95, okay?
Right.
They
Yeah.
was fucking on the fucking highway.
And Lord
But
knows
what they
American
do-
Gangster, Trap Queens. I
Yeah.
keep talking about
Trap
that. My
Queen.
favorite show.
They joints in there for a
Yeah.
nickel bag. They still
Yeah.
locked.
Yes.
Yikes.
Which is
Yeah.
crazy.
It's wild.
Bro,
Free the bros, and I mean that means everybody.
That's inclusive of all.
Yeah, that is inclusive. Yeah, That's
Everybody.
Bros
Free
is
the
inclusive
Negroes.
of everybody.
Free 'em.
Free the Negroes.
Please.
Yeah.
Damn, that was a slave passage.
So
Free the
we're gonna
Negroes.
do a version of Fuck, Marry, Kill. This is a 90s version.
This is a 90s version.
I like this. This is actually very hard. Okay.
90s.
So yeah, it's giving 90s. Halle Berry, Vivica Fox, Nia Long.
In their prom.
In their prime.
Or now.
In their prime.
Now. It makes it harder.
Nia Long,
Now.
Halle Berry, and Vivica.
Vivica, now.
gotta go. now? Me? Vivica? What?
You think so?
Yeah, right now, like recently.
Now, like today.
Yeah,
Woke up this morning.
recently. Yeah, recently.
Who?
Vivica. Yeah.
You're saying she looks good now?
Yeah. Yeah.
Have you
seen a
work
recent
has-
picture?
The work has kind of gotten better in the face.
I was like, have you seen a recent photo?
Vivica,
Yeah,
listen,
I'ma show you
listen.
after this.
Vivica gotta go. If we
Okay.
talk about now.
all I have to say.
I'll probably hit Halle. Just to have that experience and marry Nia.
Okay.
I would do the same thing.
That, if it was the 90s, I would pick that actually still.
And I'd probably still pick it. I don't
Yeah.
want to
Yeah.
marry Halle Berry.
Yeah, fair.
I don't. I just feel like it's too much.
My Leo sister. Look,
Right. Nia's the Scorpio.
Halle's is Leo?
I love them both.
Oh, Lord have
Yeah, my
mercy.
Leo sister.
That's a hard one. I don't know.
I would do this. I because Love Jones is my favorite movie.
Vivica seemed like she talked too much shit.
Oh yeah.
Like,
I don't
wanna
Vivica
have
from
to-
Indiana
Oh,
too.
yeah.
Day
Oh, no,
after
I'm
day.
Oh.
She from South Bend.
Like you arguing with Vivica
Oh.
daily.
I can
South Bend,
only
Indiana.
all I can see is Set It Off. All I see is Frankie. So I
Oh,
literally
Lord.
am. That's the
No,
only thing I
Vivica was
see.
bad.
Yeah.
Oh, she
Yeah,
was.
she was.
Though. Oh yeah, I'm not
bad,
acting like
but
she wasn't.
It was
I
like
also
post
gotta
50 Cent.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It just
play
went
that game.
downhill.
That's what I was about to say. But maybe back in the day I might. I don't know. I don't want to say I'll kill Halle because I really want to touch. But
Like it's Halle Berry.
Right.
Halle
But who don't want to touch
Berry.
Vivica back in
Halle
the day?
Berry.
Yeah, Vivica was bad.
Yeah, she was.
Vivica
All
might
of
be
them.
more of a
That's-
freak than Halle.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Halle
No,
had,
no,
Halle
really
had,
give her
a,
more
had a
freak.
sex addiction husband that she
Yeah.
wasn't
Fulfilling the
fulfilling the need.
We don't
I
know
forgot
that
about
though.
that.
I think we do.
No, I mean if you're a sex addict, like it's never enough. So you can have sex
Yeah.
5 times, you probably want to
You
have
still
it
want it
10.
more.
And also, Halle fuck with white men. I don't know if I really fuck with that.
Oh my
She
god.
does.
Oh, she
She
did
do
have
got
the
them white
babies.
kids.
Yeah,
The
not
white
them
kid-
white
and,
kids.
And Monsters Ball. She got blasted by
That was a role.
acting.
Was that Billy Bob
they really,
Thornton?
they
was an
really had
Academy
sex.
Award
They really had
for
sex in that scene.
Her Academy Award.
Yeah.
It's a known thing. They really had
I
sex in that scene.
mean,
You
listen,
can't- you
I
could see
slept
it.
myself out for my Oscar too. The fuck? People doing it
She
for
got an Oscar
less.
for that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was her first.
Yeah, it was her first. Yeah.
So we agree on having sex to win awards.
Was she the first
I mean,
black
an
woman
Oscar-
to win the Best
Yeah.
Actress?
She was?
Yeah, she's-
Not a
for
BET
that
Hip Hop
role?
Award, but an Oscar.
An Oscar.
We gotta scale
You're not
this.
fucking for-
We gotta
you're not
scale this
fucking for,
appropriately.
hip-hop.
Not fucking for a hip
But the
hop award.
Oscars,
Yeah.
It's always gonna be. No one is leading with the BET award winning.
Right, right.
Halle Berry.
see,
Girl,
we
we're
gotta
winning.
change the narrative as black people. We should be one to give up pussy and dick for BET awards and not the white man's award.
Fair. You
Right,
are absolutely
right.
right.
We should though,
Gotta
but we're
be
not
strong.
there, and I don't know if we
ain't
ever
there.
will.
We ain't there.
I'm
We're
like, we
not
ain't there
at all.
We are not. We are not. I really didn't know that they. Now you're gonna make me go back and watch this movie to
They
see
really
if they.
did the damn thing.
I never saw it.
Really?
What year was this?
I mean, that was Billy Bob Thornton,
We're not that
right?
old, bro.
And
Y'all
that
niggas
was,
try to- You're like, well, I don't know how old y'all are.
I was like, I don't know.
Billy Bob Thornton was busting that.
He was with Angelina Jolie.
Oh
like
yeah,
a
he
while
was fucking
ago.
the shit out of her. So I get why Halle
Yeah.
was like, "Fuck it,
Yeah,
let's
right.
go."
Let's go. See what I'm saying?
Did not think
2001.
about that.
She was
I was
like,
13.
Yeah, but you didn't
I
watch
don't
it
know if I
as
could have watched that. Like my parents were a little
Yo,
strict.
at 15, 16.
You had mad
13.
years. You had
Right.
mad years.
Right,
Right.
to
I was
watch
like,
after
yeah,
that.
I was like 15,
just-
16 plus.
I ain't really care.
Clearly.
No, like,
He said, "I don't
Halle,
give a fuck."
Nia's just like wife. Like,
Yeah.
And she really, what other movies besides Love Jones and Best Man, what other movies Nia Long been in? And that Netflix
forget
movie.
that. Forget. Well,
She
Fresh
really
Prince,
hasn't
man.
had a, not Fresh
She's not in
Prince.
that
She
many.
really,
She
Lisa.
Yeah, she was.
She really
was
wasn't in a
Fresh
lot of
Prince.
things.
That's when Lisa's who I fell in love. Like that was it. Like she was just bad. Skin was flawed. Like it was just.
Yeah.
That's why I think
She was
how
like the
people.
beautiful
And she's in a
Regular
happy.
girl.
She's
Yeah.
I'm
she's,
like interested. What
she's
was
married
he
to
in?
Some basketball
coach of the Celtics.
Oh.
Black dude.
Oh.
Okay.
So
Big
it's like
Mama's house?
you became that wife. You know what I'm saying?
I like
Then we
that
look
for
at
her.
Halle. Then we look at Vivica.
But Halle still, she got her little Netflix movie that she produced.
The one she was boxing.
Yeah.
That was a terrible movie. No shade.
I got COVID that day, so I will never
wasn't
watch that
as-
movie again.
It wasn't as bad as it could have been, but it wasn't fucking for Academy Award. She wasn't going in there like, yo, I'm getting the award out of this shit. I'm
You know what
fucking
though?
bitches up.
For real,
Like,
for outside
It
of
was an
Halle Berry
intense
though,
movie to
neither of
watch.
them had like a huge career, which I also hate that for black actresses. Like Vivica
Yeah.
A. Fox was literally not just, but like set it off. I feel like was her biggest role, probably. Then Two can play that game, and I love.
I love that
Two Can Play
movie.
that game.
it was
and then
black
what
shit
else?
for her
Like,
though.
Yeah.
It was black. They didn't really throw Vivica in some white shit.
She was in
Bill.
something. Yes, Kill Bill.
But she died the first scene, really.
She died mad quick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like,
I hate how
Chris
they
Brown
do
did.
that. Yeah.
But we don't even have these type of movies anymore.
remember Chris Brown
if I
died?
even want to go down
Was
that
Stomp
route.
the Yard?
Like,
He died in the first 5 minutes.
And what was that?
Stomp the Yard.
That's
bro.
right.
I've never seen Stomp
But
the
you remember-
Yard,
but you
I
remember-
knew that.
You never
yeah.
seen Stomp the Yard?
No.
Oh my God.
I know, I've never seen
But you-
it.
I got a cameo in there.
What?
Yes. 'Cause
You
I
in
was,
there?
Yes, I was filming.
What
It was
was
in
you
college.
doing?
I just had like my
was-
jacket
it was-
on. Like, you know.
I'm dead. And I was like, she was in the
I hate y'all so much.
But when that movie
corrupted.
came out, like the previews of it was mad Chris Brown.
Yeah, it
Like,
was.
so
It was.
niggas is like, yo,
It
Chris got a
was.
movie. I'm going to see that. First 5 minutes, gone. I'm like, oh,
what's the rest of this movie?
I think that's the first clickbait for me. That was like the first time I realized what clickbait was.
It's
Yeah,
definitely
that was-
they used
it
him
was
as
a
a
clickbait
because that
ass
was
movie.
Columbus Short.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
his breakout
Yeah.
film.
And
Yeah,
then he
that
had
crazy
And
nigga.
Megan Good was
broke
in it.
down.
That crazy
It
ass.
was breakup. It broke down. 'Cause that nigga.
Wow.
But
God bless him.
Didi just said that we don't even have movies like that anymore. Or if they are, they're kind of like the straight to
Classic
Amazon. Yeah.
But even straight to Amazon, it's not many of them. Like,
no,
it's
there's
like-
a lot. Have you
Really?
gone down there?
I need to like.
Oh,
I need
I'll
to-
be having time on my hands.
They're
Oh,
good.
I
They-
need to watch
It's
it.
like super black, like
Yeah.
unpolished movies.
Yeah.
Well, remember
But
the
I
one
missed those.
Like a Zane book.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like
Like
Film.
hookups like they on the phone, but it's like this.
But you see,
Not they on in their pictures, just like,
Wait.
what's up?
But you
You're
know,
like, who you
Dre,
talking to?
you know who's this primetime star? Them Dre got about 16 of them, and I done seen about 4. Right? Drea.
Oh, yeah, she's a
Drea
little
has like
actress
literally
now.
like 6 of them. One of them,
Shout out Drea, man.
I tried to like go to
Right.
sleep. You know how you sleep and you keep turning around. I was like, well, shit, I'm here now, Drea. What the hell happened now?
Jay all open. Listen, I
Drea's
ain't
a
mad.
whole
Keep
actress.
I'm
peeking
not
back
mad
at the
either.
TV.
She here now.
I love it.
Whole actress, and then that
yeah,
one
that
we
one
watched,
Kiki movie.
Kiki Palmer
shit
got a
was
lot of them.
fire.
Kiki Palmer be in movies, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That
I
one
actually
where
had
she played a gay woman.
somebody was telling me recently about a
It
Kiki
was-
Palmer one that was really good. I
on
don't.
That shit was
Amazon?
good. Yeah.
Oh,
What was the one about the 2 scamming?
I forget
trans
the
women?
name.
Oh,
Oh, I
yes.
bought
The
that
trans
shit.
I was like,
women.
that's not fair because they didn't use
What
real life.
Amazon is
They
this
should.
on?
They should
What
have.
Amazon? Right. Where y'all go to even
Nah,
find
seriously,
these movies?
this was like the number
You-
one
we are
Amazon
niggers,
movie.
okay?
And then once
with
you
the
like
hard
watch
R.
one,
They just
it's
follow
just
up.
gonna keep following
All right,
up. You're
all
gonna
right.
get a whole tile that's
Okay,
full of
okay,
those
okay.
How
movies
did
at
we
that point.
even
You
talk about?
click on 1, 2, you watch 2, and then
You-
they
they
just
just-
queue it up.
All right,
Yeah,
all right. I got it.
yeah.
I got Amazon. I got it.
Even Netflix got a bunch of them, and then they got a bunch of them.
But
more,
I have a
like-
problem with like unpolished movies.
then you can't watch not
Like,
one
you-
of
you
them.
It be
Yeah.
some shit, and I'll just be like, "Yo, really?"
Yeah, you can't
Like,
watch
It
any
makes
of
it
them.
that much more real. It feels like
No, it just feels broke.
It does. Yeah, I agree.
It just
'Cause
feels like, yo, you could have. Because I also know people that aren't expensive that can
Right.
make a shit look better than it. And I'm like, yo, where'd
Right.
y'all go?
Yeah. I was
Right.
watching one, and I remember they had like the desk, and it was like you could clearly see it was in front of the bathroom, and it had like an exit sign. And the whole time I'm like, if they don't move this damn desk and get another prop, change the scene.
It'd be
then
one
her-
house. Because it'd be like,
it
yo,
was
we going
like-
to rent this spot right here.
That was
This
it,
room
yeah.
for 20 scenes.
Yeah.
You're going to go over here. The kitchen going to be 30 scenes. Like,
Yeah.
like,
yeah.
nah, man.
That was like the movie we watched with the trans women.
I
It
mean,
was
but
like
that
2
was-
locations.
Oh yeah, it was definitely
It was
two
like
locations.
an apartment
Black.
for most of it, and
Yeah.
then that
wow.
boat.
It's
Oh yeah, the
We
boathouse.
we need more black,
Yeah.
like new black historical movies. Like shit
Right.
that's really like, and it doesn't have to be most. Because the thing that we get these black movies that are based off of like Martin Luther King, like some shit back in the
Yeah,
day. So where it's
the
like,
woke shit.
so it's like,
Yup.
okay, I get it. You're gonna put a whole bunch of black people, civil rights. Where can you go wrong? I want some shit that, like now, some like Love
Right.
Jones shit, some like some shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same.
That's relatable too. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, like I can't relate to Harriet. Like that's
No.
really not my
Never
time.
even seen it.
I ain't even see that shit.
Yeah,
So
never.
but I
never saw it.
can't. So it's like I really don't like slave movies.
Me neither.
No.
I refuse.
So I'm that odd person that
He
I
likes-
don't mind.
You like a little whooping.
Not a little whooping.
Hit NASA.
I'm done.
No.
Movies.
I am the person that I sometimes do think that
You saw
it
the
is
Django
important.
Unchained?
No, of course. Who
You
didn't see
saw
Django?
12 Years a Slave?
Yes, in the movie.
Color
That
Purple.
was jokes though.
Yeah, like Color Purple's one of my favorite movies. It's also
Can't be
not,
me.
I guess
Wait,
it is.
what's one of your favorite?
Color Purple.
Sealy.
Oh, color. That wasn't
That's
slave.
not a slave.
That was a slave
Yeah,
movie.
that's
That's
not slave.
cool.
It's just timeline.
It's close enough to slave as you gonna
It
get.
ain't even.
Sitting in
there's
that
only the one
cell.
white
Oprah, look,
scene.
Wasn't they in the
yeah.
field?
Sitting in that cell. They were. That was
they
their
were,
field.
like-
What?
Oh,
What
they
was
were
they doing?
Right.
No. What were they doing
were
that
their
for?
own. It was like
There was no cotton there.
post-sharecropping.
There was no cotton there.
That was
It
Mister's
was cotton,
field.
but that was
And
It was
Mr.
their
was-
cotton.
yeah.
It was
they
their
cotton.
It
Outta
was
here.
their
It
cotton.
was slave.
And it wasn't cotton. It was lavender field.
There we go.
it
Thank
was a
you.
lavender
Thank you for
field.
your correction.
And they was.
That's why it's called Color Purple.
If they was
Yeah.
picking something, they slaves. It wasn't apples.
Celie had her own store and she was
Yes.
making pants. You
Yes.
know,
Yo,
it was very progressive.
This is what they
Haberdashery.
Yeah, whatever you
the
say.
haberdashery.
Yes.
But this is the reason why these white people, they gave us little opportunities. So now you think you're free. You can't
You're
go
right.
nowhere.
Oh, nowhere.
You making
Yeah.
pants for the people we want you to make pants for.
Yeah.
That lavender, we gonna buy it for the price we want to buy it for if we buy it.
Not the color blue,
You right.
not part duh. And Celie, she's taking back. Celie is gonna reclaim her time.
Oh, you doing a part two?
We're gonna
This
do a
is
part
definitely
two.
a Zane
Yeah.
book. This is definitely.
Wow.
Not the same.
This
book.
is-
And listen, Eric Jerome Dickey. I wouldn't even be mad at some of those because that's also what our book
They need
club
to
was.
do
It was
those.
like Eric
Those books that
Jerome
I read
Dickey.
in
Yeah.
my
And make
period
them
of
into a movie.
incarceration.
Because Zane books were some of them. Addicted was turned into a movie.
Oh, yeah.
Them
With,
joints was fire, but you gotta
yeah.
also get the right. If you get a Zane book, you gotta get the right actors. If you get good actors, because what happens is these low budget, these like not low budget books, but these books that are about shit that we can relate to, end up getting these low budget actors, and that's when the
But
movie.
everybody
gets,
gotta act though.
Yeah,
No,
but
because I
you
think
just
Boris
don't.
Go act in
Kojo.
something
Hold on,
else.
Boris. Somebody isn't addicted that we all know.
Don't give me, but don't give me. You
can't remember.
do give me
What's
those.
the annoying? What's Robin Thicke's ex-wife's name? Paula Patton.
Paula
Her little
God.
annoying ass.
Oh, Lord. No, I don't
Her
like
and her little
to see
fry.
her
What
in
she like
another
frying
movie,
lemon
child.
I
and
don't give a
chicken or
fuck
some
what she
shit?
frying. She
Hold on.
is beauty.
She's gorgeous.
Listen,
She is
baby.
a
And she has a
gorgeous
nice
woman.
personality.
Yo,
too.
she's great.
She just
Does
acts
she?
of herself in
Yeah,
every
it's
role.
her.
She
It's
does.
Paula
Her mother
Patton.
white.
She does.
Like
She's
what?
like
She's
heart-
not.
like
You're not gonna get the
warming.
full
talking about the
expect.
food.
Yeah, but you're not
Oh,
gonna get the
okay.
full expectation of what people think about. Like, come on now. Like,
Okay, I lied.
Fair.
I just confused her. I confused
Paula
her
Patton
with
wasn't in
another.
that. She won't do no
I
nigga shit
confused
like
her
that.
with.
Paula
Okay,
is-
so Boris Kojo was in it. Sharon Neal. You know she be
she
in
look
all them
like?
black movies. I don't know which one.
That is a nigga setup right there. I would never watch that
Let me
shit.
see
Never in a
cover.
million years. Yo, Tyson Bedford.
Oh yeah.
Have you ever seen Twa?
Who?
Twa?
What the fuck is that?
He ain't even heard of Twa.
Twa got a 1, 2, and 3.
Girl.
Okay,
Yo,
Twa
that's-
is
If I
amazing.
see
Twa
her
was
in it,
amazing.
It's either Tyler Perry or some shit I don't
Tyler
see.
Perry. She's in How Did I Get Married?
How'd I
Why
Get
did I
Married?
get married? I said How did I
Yeah.
get married?
Was it what? Was it how?
How?
Yeah,
Why?
how-
Why?
It's
Why?
not- yeah,
It's why?
why? That's when
Have you
homie-
seen Why Did I Get Married?
That's when Shorty had to drive up the hill.
Yeah, going up that mountain.
Did you see
I
the
love the
meme?
Playboy
Where,
though.
Still.
where was the aunt? He was like,
Yeah.
"Yo, my aunt won't talk to me to this day because I told her that she drive up the mountain."
Oh my God.
You know, that
I
movie-
love that movie.
That movie
I
was
do.
crazy.
I love
When he
it.
aired everybody out.
Yeah. Yeah. I
Janet
love
was
it.
in that.
Is
Janet
Tyler
was in
Perry
there.
Janet was in there.
our response to we need more of these types
No,
of movies?
no,
No.
no.
Oh, okay.
We need other directors.
We need like a
and producers.
what's his name to
Yes.
do it? Homie that did Black Panther.
Ryan Coogler.
right.
Yeah, we need him to do some black shit.
Or even seriously, I do want to see some new up and coming people, like the
Yeah.
film students that are just getting out of NYU now. Like I feel like Ryan might take it. It's gonna be like too. I
It's
like
gonna
a
be
little
too like
niggerish.
'cause
you
it's gonna
know,
be it's
in
gonna be
it.
too like civil rights.
Yeah, it's gonna
Okay.
be too. I need
Because he
somebody
did his
that's a
thing
little
with
bit more.
with the Jamie Foxx show
What was it, Jamie Foxx?
and Michael B.
Oh,
Jordan.
Michael B. Jordan.
He did his thing with that.
What was
I didn't
Wait,
see
who?
it.
You ain't
but
see
I-
that?
But I know
That was Michael
what-
B. Jordan's best movie ever.
What?
Wait, what movie?
Oh, Mercy.
Yes.
That was an amazing movie.
That was
it was
his
a
best
really
movie
good
ever.
I didn't see it.
Nah, don't Ray. Jamie Foxx. Let's
I
not
didn't
sleep
say
on his
Jamie
character.
Foxx.
You said who?
Michael B.
I said
Jordan.
Michael
My
B.
bad.
Jordan.
My bad.
Yeah.
That was his greatest acting he's ever done.
Yeah, that was good.
I
I actually
didn't
watched
watch
it. I
Mercy.
watched that in COVID. I had never
I
seen
went.
it before.
I saw it at the theaters.
Yeah, it was good. Yeah, Mercy.
It was
Wow.
that was a really Jamie Foxx killed it, of course. but
Yeah, he
Jamie
did.
Foxx is
Yeah.
the best.
He's incredible.
Is the best
Yeah, that's
all
what I
around
thought you was talking
entertainer that
about
we
him. I was
have.
like,
I
what?
agree.
In
Yeah.
general.
It
Give
does
Jamie-
get said enough.
He's the
Yeah.
he's the
It does
best
not.
all around entertainment.
Yeah.
It's not.
His
And
albums still get a little play from
first
me,
of all, his
honey.
album.
Mm.
Grammy for me.
It went
Yeah.
platinum in your
R&B.
house.
Nah, it probably did get Grammy nominated. It probably did.
Was it unpredictable?
Yeah.
Unpredictable.
That
Maybe.
album,
Something you
that
never
album
done before.
hits like R&B.
It still hits.
It still hits. Just go listen
It's
to my
like
man
the
Jamie.
green, white, black and green cover.
Yeah.
I gotta play that. Let me
Yo,
cue that up
That album right
when I
there.
go back.
DJ, won't you play
Playing
this
it.
girl
Yo.
love song?
And it's really, I'll be real. I'm not gonna say there's no skips, but I believe there's no skips.
It's not like a fave for me, but I do know all the singles. But yeah, but I do love Jamie
I'm
Foxx.
trying to come at Jamie.
Yeah, I was like, no, I do.
It's not even his name, but we're not gonna come at.
What's
that
his
man.
name?
Look it up.
Well, it's a great stage name nonetheless.
Great stage name.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
you know why I use Jamie? Because when he was doing, when he was a comedian, they would always, his name sounds like a female. So they're always going to pick the female when he would go performing like open mics and shit. They'd always pick them first. Yeah, exactly.
Like his real name
Exactly.
has nothing to do with
So
the
he
stage
picked
name.
Jamie Foxx as a stage name because they'd always
What
want to
is
hear
it?
it.
Eric Bishop.
Oh,
Eric Bishop.
You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
okay. I like Jamie Foxx though.
I do
Yeah.
too.
Jamie's dope.
And I like the idea of like, let me change my name so that I'm more accepted.
Immerse.
I mean, that's what I feel like a lot of them
Especially
have
if it's
to
not
do.
like my name. It's not like his name was like some wild
Right.
cultured
Yeah,
name,
no.
something crazy.
Yeah.
It was like,
Eric is
but I
normal.
know
That's a
in my
normal.
line of work, if they hear Jamie, they're gonna think it's a girl and they're gonna want to see a girl, so they're gonna always call me up first to whatever I'm doing. And now now I can sing, I can act, I'm funny, like everything.
Come
So it
on,
makes sense.
Jamie.
Foresight.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? People like that. We need Jamie and some hood, not hood, but more shit that we like.
Yeah.
I feel like he been quiet. He been with
He
Dave
has been.
Chappelle
Yeah.
at the
That's
Hollywood
pretty cool.
Bowl.
What's he been doing?
Like I don't know if he's opening, but he's been like on all those dates.
Well, he helped him. Shit, he
Yeah,
helped
he
beat
beat the
that
shit
nigga
out of him. Yeah, he
ass.
definitely
His
did.
arm was all in the
I'm
front.
tired I didn't go
like,
to that show because I went to the other one 2 nights before. I
Oh,
went to the one on
really?
Friday, but I left early, so I didn't see Dave perform. I was kind of upset with Dave in general because I went to his other shit last year at Hollywood Bowl.
Oh,
Wait,
the one
you-
where he didn't tell a joke.
What you mean he didn't
What
tell
you
a joke?
mean?
Don't get me upset. Please,
Sorry.
please.
He just talked like.
So we went there thinking Dave Chappelle is going to have a stand up,
It
and
was
it's
just
at,
like a
it's
whole
at the
bunch of
Hollywood Bowl, which
performances,
is
I think.
I don't know, 70,000 people fit in the Hollywood Bowl, something crazy.
Yeah.
Get there. He showed his documentary about what he did during COVID. How he had I didn't know this until I saw it, but he had his stand up in where he's from. Where's he from?
Yeah,
Yellow
Yellowtown or
Spring.
Yellow something. Yeah,
Spring.
something.
Right, because my crazy ass went.
Yes. You went to the show?
I went to Yellow Springs to
Oh.
see him for like
So
a
you saw the show?
Dave Chappelle weekend. We were supposed to watch the movie, but the town is so small they couldn't find the person to open up the theater.
Oh, so you went for the movie. So during the summer.
Well, it was
For
but
the
I went
movie.
for I went for a stand up.
Okay.
It was weird, but it was the movie supposed to be playing. Yes.
So this is what happened with us. We thought it was Dave Chappelle stand up. They play the joint, which is fire. Dope. But I'm like, all right, hour and a half of this.
Yeah.
Dave gonna come up and do his thing after. Dave come up. The moment I saw him walking in his suit, I knew we was in trouble.
Oh yeah.
I knew we might not get no jokes. But I'm just like, maybe, professional. Oh. He comes out there, brings out like Busta Rhymes, brings out Nas. Nas performs 3 seconds of his song and stuff. He's like, yo, I'm not. Nas was tight because Dave did not get on stage and tell no jokes. He's like, so you want me to come perform my songs?
Wow.
He's like, nah, this your show, bro, and gave him the mic back. Like I was so upset with Dave because of that moment. I didn't think I ever wanted to see him again.
Did he not have his
Damn.
cigarettes? I'm trying to
I'm
figure
like,
out what
what's going
happened.
on?
But I think this was just to sell tickets to watch his
To his
Oh.
thing.
because we
Oh.
already watched an hour and a half of that. So it's like,
Right.
okay, I get it. Y'all wanted shows before it ever came out.
Yeah.
I get it. But it's like, nah, bro.
Why is it still not out? Actually, now I think about that. Like that should have been
that's
made
true.
forever.
But that's how you make the most money off it.
Yeah, true.
Package it up.
True.
document it out,
Because I'm
do
like,
whatever you want.
oh, all right.
Yo, it's
Yeah.
it's a lot. But nah, he didn't disappoint. But I didn't see him. But I saw like he had like D-Ray, not D-Ray, Deion Cole opened up. Then it was my son Ashley Larry. He was next. Then it was some white dude that is actually really funny. I forgot his name.
Have you seen Bust Down
Not a movie.
on Peacock?
On
It's a
Peacock.
show
But what's it
with
about?
like all comedians, like Sam J. Oh my God! So you haven't seen Bel Air?
I have
Peacock,
seen
the
Bel Air.
network.
I have seen Bel Air.
Oh,
Oh, well, you gotta watch.
Don't trip.
Bust Down. It's
It's
really
it's
good.
all comedians basically.
Okay.
Amazing.
Yeah,
Like
It's a
amazing.
show or
It's
is
a
it
show.
like
good
a
show.
They supposed to be based in Gary.
Hold on.
Shout out to Indiana.
What is-
Damn
hold on.
it.
Oh,
What is the
Shout out to Indiana.
What is the show about?
It's the most
Because I think I've seen it.
ridiculous
so
shit.
random.
They
I don't
all
even
work
know.
at a
They all work at a casino.
Freddie Gibbs is the manager.
Yeah.
That's when he was wilding on them in there.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
You don't get me out this.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
yeah. I've seen
In a
it.
suit.
I've seen it. Yeah,
It
I've
made
seen
me
it.
think of that.
Yeah.
That's like the shit. You seen Southside?
Yeah, it's
Yeah, it's
basically
basically
the
like
same
Southside.
show.
Yeah,
But I
Very
couldn't get into
similar.
Southside.
Could it?
But I love Bust
I love
Down. I think I'm
Southside.
gonna go back and revisit it though.
Southside.
Child, that episode with the club with the promoter dying and he didn't
That's the
get
second
married.
season?
Yes, the
Oh,
second
only
season.
I don't think
first
I
season.
hit the second
I did.
season.
Oh yeah,
First
you
season.
gotta watch
When
that.
they had the
fucking-
Jordans, they was wilding on
Oh,
the Jordans.
That
and
shit
that
was
line.
funny.
It was wilding.
But then it was like in real life, there was somebody who died,
Oh, yeah, and-
promoter, and they had his body.
it was a
in the
rapper. It
club.
was a
Oh
rapper.
yeah, it was a
A
rapper.
rapper
rapper.
died, and
I thought he
did
was
they?
a promoter.
Yeah,
I'm not
he
gonna
was
say
a
they stuffed
rapper.
his body because they didn't stuff him.
Embalmed.
No, but he
They
was
embalmed him.
involved.
Yeah.
He was
and
standing
they-
up.
standing up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's an episode on Southside.
And his Mary Jean.
That is giving Simpsons.
That's fine. That's like
R.I.P.
Atlanta, the first episode of the new season, when it has little snippets of all like viral moments that happen on like TikTok and Twitter and shit.
I thought it was so smart. I
just
can't get
remem-
into this season, but I've
But you
seen
see-
like
I
the
only saw
first.
the
I
first
saw that.
episode.
I've seen 3
Wait,
or
I
4.
thought the first episode was the little boy when his mama
It
told
is,
him
but
to
you know how
go.
she's like, you want to do that? He's like, shoot.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
You
that's
don't
literally
remember, you
all
remember
of
the
these
kid
little viral
on like
moments.
it was like Instagram and he did something wrong. She was like, "Dance, do that
And
dance.
she-
You want to
and
do
she's
it all
in
the
the
time."
kitchen.
He was in there
Yeah,
like
I
this
saw
crying.
that.
So
Yeah.
it was the one where
It was so many
There
of
was just so
them.
many little
Oh,
things
yeah. Okay,
made
yeah.
into
Gotcha.
one
I
episode.
saw a thread about it
Okay.
too, yeah, and I was
it was
like,
crazy.
oh, it
But that
was.
reminds me of how like what you were saying with the Southside.
See, well,
Oh,
okay,
yeah.
now this is maybe our balance to the smart TV that we so desperately say that we want and need.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe.
for
Thank you for
fixing
getting
my
up our
visual
backwards.
merchandise.
Are we asking Ryan these same ending questions?
They
'Cause
might
he's
be
answered them?
They
different.
may be different, yeah.
What would you tell your younger self?
What I tell my younger self?
Yeah.
Dad, Indiana.
Okay, that's new. I don't think
No.
you said
I wouldn't
that
say stay out of
before.
Indiana, but I didn't. I don't know how to say this without sounding crazy. I didn't chase women growing up, but I spent a lot of time doing things for attention of women. Like
Mhm.
when I could have been spending a lot of time doing other things. I feel like, and it doesn't have to be for women or my younger self, but just other things that you think are gonna go away, they aren't. So focus on what's good for you, and what's gonna, I guess, like make your path easier in a work related or education related world. Like you don't have to be like everybody else. I always thought I had to be either play basketball or sell drugs. Like there weren't too many in betweens for me. My mom tried to make me see different, but for me it was like, nah, there's girls that like basketball. I love basketball. I love, I want to get money and drive fancy cars and shit. And the only ways that they teach us is
Yeah.
drugs or athlete. And just like what he said, he's like, yo, did you play sports? And I'm like, nah. Like,
Right.
but even that for it says like, yo, don't focus on those things.
Stereotypical second.
It was because it was him.
It was me.
Oh.
It was him.
But it was like,
wasn't,
for me, it's just like, yo, don't. And I tell all my young boys that are like in college or like, and they play basketball and they're really good and they're probably going to NBA. I'm like, yo, don't. I was like, forget what they're doing. Half the athletes that we know, well, 80, 90% of athletes never got girls when they grew up. They weren't cool because they had to spend so much time on their craft.
Yeah.
So the minute they get to college or they get to a boundary where they don't have to be around their parent, now all these girls are flying and they don't know what to do. So that's what a lot of people fucks up. And then they have kids and they don't make it to the NBA and they don't excel in their career as they should have because they focus on something that is always going to be there. So
Right.
I always tell my young boys that. It's like, yo, just focus on school, focus on playing the sport. The girls are going to be there. If you think you have girls now, imagine when you got $30 million in your account.
Woo.
A word. I think that is so hard though. I was having this conversation earlier and I think like especially like you said, younger kids and even girls, like everybody's emulating what they see. Whether it be, before for us it was like TV, but now it's like
Social
everything
media.
is so attainable and quick. And I
Yeah.
think even as like career wise, people think that they should like automatically, you're like, oh, I should be VP. It's like, but you were never even an assistant. Like you don't know how to do anything.
But we also
Or you
come in an
think-
age where niggas be VPs and they do shit to be VPs.
Or yeah.
But that's
So
always
that's-
been a thing.
Yeah, but I
Not,
think
I
not,
think
not
you
really,
see
in, not
it
really
now.
in our world.
Right.
It was always like the VP was some high white person. Oh, if it
Right.
was black, it was
Yeah.
like they was there 30 years, 20
Yeah.
years
Right.
at the job.
Yeah.
Now it's like you have no resume, but you're vice president of this company. and it don't.
There needs to be balance, right?
Yeah.
But specifically, I think for like 21, 20 somethings, they're like, oh, I should be running this. And it's like, but you haven't done
nothing.
anything
But
to
it's
warrant
obtainable
that. Yeah.
through
And
social media.
it looks exactly through social media, or you just look like the girl, my hairdresser was saying that there was a girl in her chair like yesterday who was just like, oh, I'm so ugly, and like was like cutting herself because she felt so ugly.
Oh no.
And she was like, she's a gorgeous girl, but you're, when you scroll
comparing,
and you're just
yeah.
looking, and
Shout
it's
out
like,
to
especially when you in that hole that
Yeah.
what's it called? Oh, I had a brain fart.
like a spiral. I'm
Yeah,
like,
you in
or
that
like
dark, whatever that
the meta.
whatever that is. I know you know. Google. What's
Yeah, I
that
was
word?
like,
What's that word?
spiral.
What's
She was
that
like,
word?
she was like that. I was like, just like, yeah, like a whole. It's so difficult.
It's when you're, especially if you're in a depression state, you gonna keep going and going until, like, that's why social media for a relationship is like, I'm happy we had an age where we didn't have as much social media as these kids do now.
For sure.
Yeah.
Like, I'm
Thousand.
Thank God.
Like me growing up in New York and not having social media like that, and then I moved across the country to California in high school, and then seeing there's a whole bunch
There's
of
a
different people.
whole
I
different
never
world.
thought
Yeah.
I'll be real. What I thought I would be like the woman, like, oh, she's so bad. When I went to California, I was like, yo, what's going on here? I was like, it's a whole different world, and it's like,
And because and that's what I was just about to say. Also, everybody looks the same now. You
Yeah.
could be in Indiana. You could be
No,
in
no,
New
no,
York.
no.
You could be some of
But you
them.
still
they're
have
like,
America.
There's still an aesthetic.
but you still have them
Yeah.
in there. Like there's
they're
big social
inserts,
media
for
people
sure.
that are big
Yeah.
makeup, whatever,
Right.
and you
Yeah.
don't even know they live in Indiana until you meet them or they move.
Everybody
and
looks
shit. It's
alike.
like,
Yeah.
And then everybody dresses alike.
Oh,
Like
gosh, don't get me
even if
started
you
on
think
that
about
shit.
like the clothes, every store like has the same shit. I don't care what city.
The same
even if you
vibe.
can't afford the high
Everybody
brand,
dresses.
I
Yeah,
can go
everybody dresses alike.
to a lower brand and get the same outfit.
Yeah.
It's just a different name on it.
Fast
Right.
fashion is they are a culprit of all of
Oh, of
this. Like
course.
because everybody, you can be in wherever. Like I said, you open up your
I can
phone.
order it
and I know
online.
what
So now,
'Cause
because you don't have those like cultural city stores anymore. Like,
Nope.
In,
Or
in
certain
Harlem, you got
things-
like a Jimmy Jazz, but Jimmy Jazz is selling the same shit,
Same shit.
that I
that
can
everybody
buy
else is.
online.
I
Yeah,
go
but there's
online and
things
do it.
that like, even let's say from Philly to New York to DC to Baltimore, all four of those cities have completely different or had completely different fashions. Everyone looks like Kylie Jenner now. And
Everybody
it's just
just wants to-
spandex.
Disgusting.
And it's
And
and
fucking-
it's easy. It's like you said. It's like you can go online and click a button and it can be delivered to my house.
Yep.
Off of you. Like you
Yeah.
can post a picture and
Oh,
there's
yeah.
things on like
And
Facebook,
you
on
tag
Instagram,
it.
and I
Right.
can tag it. It shows me the price and go
Right.
right to my crib. What do
Yeah.
I
I
do?
mean,
so
but it's
crazy.
amazing too
It's
for
amazing.
people who want to do that and can be business owners from their
Facts.
phone. Like that's the
It's
beauty of it
fire.
too.
I mean, there's gonna be gifts and curses from
From
our
any day,
generation,
yeah.
but at the same time, I'm just happy where we came from.
Yeah.
We got to see what it was like to see relationships without having to be like, why are you liking her pictures? Why are you doing this? Like
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
saw relationships before that.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't really find those now because it's there.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I saw what it was for like people to be like, yo, y'all really fuck with each other. Like
Yeah.
there's no, and even if there was outside distractions, it's not as easy to get to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, like you said, it's all right there. Like
Right there.
right there. Yeah.
Yeah.
I y'all know my love-hate relationship.
You can't escape it, so you just gotta
I can't wait to
learn
get a
how
flip
to
phone.
deal with it. A new phone.
A flip phone.
flip
phone,
specifically.
right.
So you're gonna retire.
Yeah.
That's what you're saying. You're not
Yeah.
gonna have a job.
I know. This is when
Just know,
when
just know
I'm
this.
rich.
Just know this. You
Right.
will not
You're
have
not, yeah, right.
When
You're
I'm
not
rich.
working, right?
In your line of work, good luck.
Yeah, literally.
I will
Not-
be there.
Should flip.
Not working.
I won't be
I
there.
hope you
I will.
bless your heart. Bless your
Oh
heart.
my
You're
God.
gonna get there.
And
Bless
what
your
do you know for sure?
heart. What do I know for sure?
Mm-hmm.
That I'm black and beautiful.
Purr.
Heard
Big
you.
purr energy.
Literally, the biggest purr.
Right.
Oh, because they have the same
May
birthday
is
as
May,
you.
yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah.
All these Aries,
15.
Lord.
There's
I
so
know.
many of them. Like
So many.
What's 9 months before
Jesus.
Aries season?
It had to be Valentine's Day or
No.
something. I don't know.
Somebody
because
tell me because there's
April
so many.
is
I
4
was
months.
so tired.
So
No.
that means 6 months. I mean, 5.
So
5
it's
from
like
December.
June?
I
It's
can't
the
do
start of
math.
summer.
July,
I don't know why
August,
so many
September,
damn
October,
Aries.
November,
I know you
December.
know. Like, why,
It's like
look, what was
it's
9
like
months before? 10 months.
August, September.
Okay.
Yeah, right. August, September,
Okay, so
October, November,
the tail
December,
end of summer,
January,
the summer flings.
February, March, April.
Ooh,
Yeah,
them summer
maybe-
flings.
maybe that,
It's
yeah.
the end of
Oh
summer.
my
That was
God,
the-
them
yeah,
the best.
yeah.
Them
They
the
just
best.
having fun.
Fourth of
after the
July.
Lit.
Oh my
Little
God.
Exactly.
August.
Dating playoffs.
Yeah. It
We
was
was fucking
summer.
with-
You had that dress on. You had those
That was
great
Leo season.
pants on.
It was Leo season. Fire
All
to make
that fire. Yeah, right? All that fire.
Fire.
My mama
Wow.
Leo. So it's
Oh,
like
really?
All that fire.
I get it.
Right. But Leos and Aries get along.
very, very, absolutely.
Yeah.
Most of my relationships have been Leos or Aries.
Yeah, they get a. Oh, I'm not. I would never
Yeah.
date another Leo.
I did.
but-
I dated an Aries before. My
Wow,
yeah, high
how
school.
was that?
I was young.
That just seemed like a control.
Nah,
I was thinking literally. I was like, that sounds so controlling.
it's controlling if you're an adult and there's money situations. Like I got bread, you got bread. Like what? So what? I got money
we
too.
both looking at each
Yeah.
other like.
So
But if
what-
you're in
what's
high
up?
school, you got it, baby. Cool. That was like my high school girl that I would like stay at her crib. Like her parents would let me stay at her house and shit. Like so it was like whatever.
She was progressive.
Wow, they were
Like,
really
They were
progressive.
progressive.
She had a white mama.
Okay.
Got see or that.
Got you.
Yeah.
And they
Or
were
that-
from her mom was from the UK. So it wasn't that American white.
Yeah.
And so American white
like
and,
this makes so
and,
much
and
sense.
British
Right.
white is two different whites.
Oh,
Those
for
are two.
sure.
Yeah.
You know, she liked the niggas.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
the grandmas, they're from St. Louis. Like the dad is from St. Louis, the grandma's from St. Louis. So it's hood.
Yeah.
Brother just about to get out of like it was a lot going on in the house. And then it was like the white lady. She was like, I was like, oh, okay. All right. Cool.
That's a
Get
lot.
it. So it was like, you know, it was one of those situations, but yeah, like
Yeah, it was
worked.
It wasn't nobody staying over my damn house.
No.
no, nobody's staying at my crib either.
But they can now.
What now?
At your
Yeah, I'm an
house.
adult. Yeah, now.
Well, you
I
go-
mean, like as
Girl,
a kid.
in my household, that is not the case, clearly.
Yeah, you said grandma.
Oh, you said, oh yeah,
Yes.
that you. Oh yeah, because you couldn't stay.
Oh yeah, grandma was like,
We're
y'all
not
gonna
doing
be
it.
in separate bedrooms.
I'm not doing this.
Yeah,
I mean, they tried that at first. I mean, of course, you got to, like, I remember the first night I stayed at her crib was like prom night. And I'm on, or maybe a little bit before prom. He made me sleep on the couch, cool.
Yeah, prom night, you
So,
sleeping on the
so
couch.
prom night, we got a hotel. So that's why I say it was
Right.
before prom. Way before prom, because we did in 11th grade. So whatever. I'm staying there.
Hotel on
I'm on the
prom
couch,
night?
and she ends up falling asleep.
Progressive.
Matter of fact, I was on the floor
This
on
is
like an air
junior
mattress.
prom, it sound
I
like.
fell asleep. She wasn't next to me. I fell asleep. She was on the couch. Like, I'm on the floor, she's up here. She fell asleep, like, holding my hand or some shit. Some cute shit.
Oh, that is so cute.
Pops came in there late night, like, yo, what's going on?
as he should. Yeah, right. Yeah.
Go. And I'm just like this. I'm not acting up. I'm like, nah. So
Got your ass.
it was one of those, like, it had to work its way out. Like, we were together a long time before it was, like, cool for us to sleep in the same room.
Yeah, because I was
But-
like, let's give it Sex in the City. Miranda had
no,
that
we was
damn,
definitely-
Oh,
little
yeah.
boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, we was definitely doing that. But
Not y'all doing the
we was
nasty.
doing nasty. And she shared a room with her older brother.
And y'all was doing it in
Oh, this
the
is some
room?
New York shit.
I made it work. It was California.
No,
Oh,
you,
California.
Wow.
Ryan, your stories like
work.
never cease to amaze me. That is why I call you the internet. I'm
you keep
gonna
a
call you the
journal?
international man of
need to.
mystery.
I just bought a camera.
Or you could like just do audio journals too.
Just
You don't
talking.
have to write.
He need to
like-
write his own book so
Like,
he know what
yeah,
the cover
so
of you are.
today-
You need to write your own book.
I
so you
started
can be on
writing
the
a book
cover.
like 6 years ago, and then my computer fucked up, and now to get to the file, when I open up my laptop, it's like a wild pop up, and I can't get to it. So I think it's over.
You gotta start again.
I don't know.
A lot of literature.
I was like 20,
Discussed a
30
lot of
pages in. I was.
So you better start. Get back, page one.
But now that I read a little more, I know to throw a little more sex in there, like make it nasty. That's what get them. They don't want to hear too much.
But you gotta keep people interested.
You gotta throw it in. And I had
All
no
I'm saying is
sex.
Tiger.
I had no
Right.
sex
Yeah.
in what I wrote.
Oh
Now,
my god, it's fiction.
it was really about it
Okay, yeah.
was your boy.
Now he started off
Nonfiction.
making nasty, make
Wow.
nasty.
Yeah.
But I have
the
to make it a little
nastier
more
the
fishy because I
better.
gotta just make it. Gotta just turn shit up.
Oh my god.
Keep it spicy.
Yeah,
You know?
and there was a gun, but it wasn't a gun in real life. It was like a water gun, but nah, niggas had guns.
Ryan, where can people find you?
They can't. Okay, don't look for me. Nah, Instagram's FlyRy. I'm on Twitter sometimes. FlyRy15. My podcast, Guys Next Door.
Me
Yeah.
and Dee Dee's favorite podcast.
Oh yes. We be like texting about it.
Yeah, we do.
She was like,
listening.
I was
she was like,
like-
it's my favorite podcast. I was
like-
like, I said it is.
And I said, y'all
he was
listen?
confused.
Or y'all
I
listen?
said, is it good?
And I said, y'all listen to this
Wow,
show?
yes, it
You be
is.
listening.
Don't listen.
I
That's how I
relate.
knew you
I
play
mean, I
basketball.
get
So the
it.
basketball
Makes sense.
part
Can't
wasn't.
relate.
It was
Because
very.
you played like upstate.
Yeah, I went to prep school upstate,
Right.
played 2 years, then I moved to California to play.
Right.
It was cool.
And I learned that from the show.
Basketball got me to college. It didn't pay
no.
for college,
But it got you
but
there.
it made
an
my
ends to a
grades
means.
stay up
Means to an end.
or
Same. My
change
trumpet
grades.
got me to college
however.
too.
means to an end.
You played trumpet?
Yeah.
I think you told me that.
Mhm.
My godfather played trumpet. I told you that.
No.
He's
Oh, that's fire.
He does his thing.
Wow.
So those are like the first tours I ever went on.
Oh,
Or-
that's
or
fire.
jazz tours.
International man of mystery. This is why I call him
Wow.
this.
Man,
That is the name of this
so
episode.
fire. I want to come
International
back
man
as
of mystery.
FlyRy when I die and come back.
No, you
Same.
We've said that before.
No, you
Yes.
Yeah, no,
We
we've
do.
said that
Quite the
before.
life.
Don't come
Right.
back.
I want to
Come
just
back
go to
better
like.
than me.
You going to
Because-
Miami? You going to Miami today?
Don't
right?
be me, be better than
Monday.
me.
Monday.
Yeah, be better, please.
Y'all, so the quote is, I'm letting what flows flow. I'm letting what wants to go, go. I'm letting myself grow in the ways I need to grow.
That's all life is.
that's cute.
Growth.
That was nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was nice.
Yeah.
You know?
Okay.
That was good.
Well, thanks for joining us.
Appreciate y'all, man.
Thank you
It's
so
been a
much.
good
A little
time.
impromptu, helping us
Right.
out when we was down.
I did it for food.
He's our guest for food. We paid him in food. No, it legit, like, he was just chilling in the studio. And we were
Yeah.
like, well, so what you
What you doing?
You
Get
doing
out.
anything?
Grab a seat.
The Ubers was high. That's how it started.
So that's how you were still here. Because
Wow.
they are,
my
'cause-
my
giving
co-host
shade.
left me.
The more you talk, it's giving shade.
No,
but
I
the
love-
traffic is horrible
Listen,
right
if
now
I didn't want to
'cause
do
it's
this,
raining.
I wouldn't do it.
Okay,
I fuck
appreciate
with
that.
y'all.
Yeah.
Aries.
Appreciate
So we-
you.
We all communicate.
Right.
Yeah.
Like I communicate with all three of y'all outside of the
This
show.
is true.
In
Yeah.
some shape, way, or
Right.
form.
Yeah.
Because I see your ass all the fucking time.
Yeah.
Next time we'll be in LA recording. We gotta make
Yeah.
it. Yeah, why
Okay.
not?
Why not?
Cool.
Dope.
Well, thanks, guys.
All right. Bye.
Bye.